Hey guys, welcome to class. We're gonna do the same thing we've done the past couple of days where I've been gone, where I'm gonna just record the video and I'm gonna just ask the sub to pause it whenever I say pause, and then just leave it paused until you guys have had a chance to kind of try the problems. And then when you've tried them all, you can go ahead and go back to work. So on your bell work for Friday, I want you to model using integer chips, the four problems on your Friday's square. Normally we would collect paperwork on Fridays and have you turn it in, but because I'm not here to teach you how to do it today, I want you to hold on to those papers until Monday. Leave them in your binders, make sure you keep track of them, and on Monday when I am back, I will teach you how to turn them in. Okay, go ahead and pause. You guys get your bell work done. Okay, let's go ahead and go over the bell work. Model using integer chips. This will be on your quiz. Your quiz also has been pushed back to Monday because I'm not here. Maybe even Tuesday, but I think we're gonna do it Monday, so we know what we need to do for interventions on Tuesday. So we got 4 positives and 5 negatives. Excuse me, there's a reason I'm home today. And there's my integer pairs. What's left over is a -1. So 4 minus 5 is -1. Model using integer chips, we got -2, -3, total of -5. Model on a number line, I earned $6 and spent $1. That was a really good number line, guys. There's my 6, I spent 1, so there's my 6. I'm starting there. I go down 1, I'm at 5. 6 minus 1 is 5. There's my 1. Spending 1. Okay. Would -253 plus 138 be positive or negative? Remember, it's the big one wins. Take the sign of the larger one. This is negative. This one's positive. The bigger one is 253 and it's negative. So my answer would be negative. Okay, you do have an assembly today. Remember to choose kindness always. Be good at your assembly. And I hope you guys are all wearing red. Also, remember to stay home if you're sick. And you absolutely can wear masks at school if you've been exposed or anything. I was so grateful I wore a mask on Monday and Tuesday when I got sick on Wednesday. And I'm sincerely hoping none of you guys get it. I am homesick today. I am hoping to be back by Monday. Our funny joke for the day says, I'm so offended when my body decides to be sick. I gave you a vegetable last week. How dare you? Okay, remember our song? Same sign, add and keep, different sign, subtract. Take the sign of the larger one, and then you'll be exact. The song only applies to adding and subtracting. It does not apply to multiplying or dividing. If you are adding or subtracting, this song applies. It does not apply for multiplying or dividing. We are going to talk today about how to multiply and divide integers. But before we talk about it, I need you to understand the song does not apply. It is for adding and subtracting. The rules for multiplying are different. You've got to differentiate that in your head or you're going to struggle. Adding and subtracting rules, same signs, add and keep the sign, different signs, subtract. Multiplying and dividing, let's learn it. So, there are 3 ways you've been taught to multiply numbers. You've been taught it's repeated addition, add 2 plus 2 plus 2. You were probably taught 3 groups of 2, and you might have even been taught a number line where you go like this, and you're like, hey, here's 0. We're going to skip 2 numbers 3 times. Jump, jump. One more. Jump. Landing at 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Jump to 2. Jump to 4, jump to 6, 3 jumps of 2. Okay? That's going to be the same thing with negatives. If you understand these 3 negatives, then any one of these methods can work for multiplying. You could add 3 times -2 is -2 plus -2 plus -2 equals -6. And this is where, because it's adding, same sign, add and keep. You're adding negatives over and over. You can do 3 groups of -2. So we draw a group. Let's pick a different color for fun this time. There's a group. There's a group. There's a group of -2. There's 2 negatives in each group for a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 negatives. Or you could use a number line and skip -2 numbers 3 times. So we start at 0 again, because we're going to skip -2 this time. So we skip 1, 1 jump in the -2 direction. Skip 2, 2 jumps in the -2 direction. Skip 2 more, 3 jumps in the -2 direction, puts us at -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, -6. Now be aware, for your quiz, you will need to know how to use a number line and integer chips for adding and subtracting, and you'll need to know how to use a number line and integer chips for multiplying and dividing. Let me say that again if you were not paying attention. For your quiz, you have to know how to multiply, divide, add, and subtract using a number line and integer chips. So make sure as we're going through today that you know how to do that. You're going to be quizzed on it on Monday. And it will be okay if you don't pass the quiz. I know I haven't been here, and it will do lots of catch up next week when I'm here to like answer more individual questions. All right, using integer chips, model the following. So we've got 5 groups of -4. So I start and I draw a group. There's a group. How many groups do I got? I have 5 groups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those are really good groups. And how many on each one? 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That was kind of looks like an alien. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that one's sad. That's not a very good negative. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And yes, you can have a little bit of fun as you draw them. How many total negatives do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That was just one. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 5 times -4 is -20. Okay, -15 divided by 3. And there might have been a mess up in the recording there. I just paused it and then I'm starting over. So we've got 3 groups right here. So that the second number tells you how many circles you're going to draw. We know we've got 3 groups. And then we've got 15. So we just divide them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And you can draw them however you want. How many's in each group? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I drew a more uniform, it would look more uniform, but what's the fun of that? So our answer is -5. At this point, I want you guys to try and model with integer chips 2 times problems and 2 division problems. So I'm going to ask this lab to go ahead and pause it now. Okay, as you are looking at yours, go ahead and compare with your partners. Did you draw the same things? Pause it as you guys do a compare. Make sure everyone at your table has the same. And then maybe compare with another table. Make sure you guys all know how to do this. All right, now let's talk about what happens if we have 2 negative numbers. Have you ever heard the saying that 2 wrongs don't make a right? When multiplying integers, 2 negatives do make a positive. It's like saying, I'm not going to do my homework. If you're not going to do your homework, then you are going to do your homework. The 2 negatives make a positive. So let's take a look at the summary of the rules for multiplying and dividing are: a negative times a negative is a positive. A negative times a positive is a negative. So based off these rules, what would you assume the answers for each of these problems are? Write it down on your paper. The sub's going to pause it, and then compare answers with your neighbors. Some things to remember. If there is an odd number of negatives, the answer is negative. If there is an even number of negatives, the answer is positive. Because dividing is the opposite of multiplying, the same rules apply. If you divide 2 positives, the answer is positive. If you have 2 negatives, the answer is positive. But if you have 1 positive and 1 negative, the answer is negative. So go ahead and try these ones on your paper, and then I'll have the sum pause it, and then compare answers. Okay, if I have 150 divided by -2 divided by -3 divided by 5, is my answer going to be positive or negative? If there's an odd number of negatives, the answer is negative. If it's an even number, 2, 4, 6, 8, the answer is positive. We have one negative here, so the answer is negative. Here we have one negative, two negatives, three negatives, four negatives. 4 is even, so the answer here would be positive. One negative, two negatives, three negatives. 3 negatives is odd, 3 is odd, so the answer is negative. Okay. Your homework for today is going to be a worksheet that is on the side. When you get done with your worksheet, I would like you to log in and finish up anything in Savas that you have done. If it's not done to 100%, you need to go back and redo it. Hit try again. Turning in partially completed isn't going to fly. I need you to go back and finish it to 100%. If you didn't get it right, you hit similar question. If you already hit submit and you didn't have them right, you're gonna have to do the whole thing again, and I'm very sorry for that. But I do want it done right. So 1, 3, and 1, 4, and I know some of you guys had internet troubles yesterday. I want you to do 1, 4 after you get the worksheet done. Okay, don't get the worksheet done first, and then try and finish up 1, 3, and 1, 4, and then whatever else is on your Savas page, finish it up. If all of that is done, check with the sub. And on Canvas, there's a list of options if everything's done, but don't go to the list of options for everything that's done until you've checked with the sub and shown her that everything is done, or him or her that everything is done. Okay, you got this. Have a good day, and I really hope to be back Monday to help clear up any questions you have and get back on track. Bye.